In third part of Python Bootcamp series. In this video tutorial, we'll start Python code by using Python documentation. My name is Azhar Salim. So let's go and I opened here python.org, the official website, and documentation. If I go to Python docs, here all the versions of Python. The stable one is 3.9, which is already here, open by default. We go to tutorials, here go to down, all the glossaries is here, all content of Python you can find from here. So from this starting, all here until here, it's a just information. Theoretically, if you want, you can go through from here, but I'm going to start from here 3.1. If I open in a new browser, let's go here using Python calculator 3.1. This in our documentation of Python. In numbers, actually we have two type of numbers. One is decimal and one is integer. The integer is a whole number, decimal is a floating point number. So is an example of integer, and here is, if we can see the example of this one is a floating point or decimal. So we'll go through one by one to all. Let's open our text editor. Here I am using the Visual Studio Code, and I have already a folder in my desktop. You can create any folder with any name or any location, and under this folder I'm creating a file. The name is numbers.py. Hit enter to save. Let's open a new terminal. If I type here ls, it show me my current directory file. If you are in Windows, you have to type, I think there is a dir for directory. So in my case, if you are in Mac or Linux, you have to put enter ls. It will give you your list of current directory. Okay, let's start to write Python. In first video tutorial, I told in first video tutorial, if we type Python, by default it give us Python 2.7, but if I want to run Python 3 or my current version which I'm using, I have to type Python 3. So let's exit from here. Again we have to type Python 3. Now we are in Python 3 and it's my current version, Python 3.8.3. Here let's see, we will play with numbers. Print 2 plus 2, hit enter, it gives us 4. Okay, and same if I type 2 divided by 2, it's giving us a number 1.0. If I enter type 1.0, it's better if we store in a variable and then check the type. So give us a floating number or a decimal number. Okay, so let's go to documentation. In documentation, it's showing us some calculation. If we follow this one, or we can type here our number, let's say num 10 minus 10 multiplied to, okay, actually this number will calculate first, because it's math rule in multiplication will be happen first. After that 20 minus from 10, 10 minus 20. If I hit enter and go to next line, print num, hit enter, now it's giving us minus 10. Why? Because here we have a 20, here we have a 10. 10 minus 20, it will give us a minus 10. Okay, that's the basics. Let's exit from here and write some code in our file which we created here, numbers, by follow this documentation. Now we see our certain simple calculations. Yeah, this one we have to see. It's a module. Let's call this operator or modular. It gives us a remainder number. For example, if we are the name is, let's say, a is equal to 20, our modular operator 2. If I print a, it will give us the 0. Python, then our numbers dot py, hit enter. Sorry, I have to save. Now let's go. Yeah, it's giving us a 0. If I type here 23, it will give me the number 3 because our remainder number is a 3. Let's again run the file. Sorry, because see, 23 divided by 2 is giving me 1, because 11 and 11 22 and 1 is our remainder. If I type here, let's say 7, still 1 is remainder. I'm putting here 3. Now 2 is our remainder in 4. Again, if we run this file, so it's our remainder. It's a modular operator functionality. If we go to next, this is 2 times static mean 2 times multiply. Let's say if I multiply by 1, let's take a small number, save. If I run, it's giving me 20. If we put here 2 times, it will be multiply 2 times. Let's save and run the file. It's giving us 100. Okay, next step, multiply between two different variables by storing a value. Let's say if I store a value, remove this one, or I'm making a comment by pressing command in Windows, control, then this slash a equal to 100 and b is equal to 200. This one is a variable. We are storing a value in a variable. So if we take here x, y, z, or x variable, b divided by a, then print x. It gives us the result 2. If here is 1000, or this number 1 million by divided by 200, sorry, now a divided by b. If I run, gives the result. In next, assigning a value in another variable which is not defined as a error. This one we will see later. We already discussed this thing, and here is to store value in a variable, and after that print in some calculations. Here is a round. This is important. Let's see the round. Okay, what is the round? Let's say I have a number a is equal to 100 point, say 6789, and then I'll store b, this number a I will store in a variable b, but in with round. If I print b, and let's run and see what's happened. Here it round this number in 2 digits. In this one, our a float number, giving us a floating point number or decimal number 100, and after that it convert this number into decimal places. If I enter here some more, say save, and run again, give us this number. If I write here, now let's see. So the round function is Python default keyword or function. It's give us the functionality to convert our big decimal places to a specific space and decimal space. Here if I put 3, it will give us 3 numbers. Let's say, now this time change this one. Randomly I'm typing some numbers, save, run the file. It's giving us 3 decimal point numbers. Okay, what is next? Next is a string. I think it's better if we discuss about string in next video tutorials. One more thing, if I take here a equal to 10.10 or 20, and in b a string, no, not a string, number, let's say 20, then print a plus b. If I run, let's see what's result is coming. So 30.2. Automatically Python convert it also as a decimal number. So in next video tutorial, sorry, it's a take as a decimal. This is an integer. We'll discuss later why it's coming like that. So in next video tutorial, we'll start from strings, our string and list.